So what's going on, everybody? It's JediKing98 here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a Zetsubou no Shima Easter egg full detailed guide, the Seeds of Doubt Easter egg. It's pretty awesome here. It's pretty simple to do, and there's a few prerequisites that you have to do beforehand that can be done on any round in any order, and I will be going over them one by one just for you guys here. So make sure you do these on as early as round as possible. So the first one here is going to be that you have to have all players in the game complete their respective trials, their challenges. You have to complete all 3 of them to get lightning to smack the altar so that you can get the electric shield, which you will need for the Easter egg. I will be having a more detailed guide on all of the challenges later on in the coming weeks. Now, the next thing you have to do is go ahead and build the gas mask. Now, there are 3 random locations in 3 different spots of the map, and they are going to have 3 parts for the gas mask. One is going to be over at the green pool, one is going to be in the propeller trap, and the last ones here are going to be where the zip line lets you off at the docks, and then you can go ahead and craft the gas mask. You are going to need this for the final step of the Easter egg, and I will be having a more detailed guide on where every single one of those spawns is in each location, where all of the random spawns are. So now we need to do the Skull of Non-Stopway here, and there are going to be the skull altar right outside of spawn here, and you are going to need to go ahead and find the skull symbols. There's going to be symbols on the skull, and you need to match them up with the altars around the map. Now, the symbols on the altars are going to be random in the game, but the symbols on the skull are going to stay the same. So you just need to take the symbol, the skull that matches the symbol on the altar, bring it there, place the skull down, and then go ahead and fend off against the zombies here as they try to attack the altar and destroy your skull. You don't want to let them do that. And then you can return the skull back to the altar and place it down and pick up another skull. Each player can hold only 1 skull at a time. So you want to make sure that if you're doing 4-player, everyone takes a skull, and if you're doing single player, you have to do these 1 at a time. So the second one here is by the propeller trap, and in the second altar that you do, it is going to spawn in spiders along with the zombies. Pretty simple. They're not too difficult to take out. The spiders will not attack the altar there. You don't have to worry about that. It's only the zombies. Now, the third one here is going to be where the KT4 build is, as well as the Masamune upgrade. It's in the bunker, and what you're going to need to do is just place it down there, and then this one is going to spawn in a Thrasher here. The 3rd and 4th skull rituals altar things are going to spawn in Thrashers with them, so you just have to be careful of them. When the skull is done, the Thrasher will disappear along with all of the other zombies. The Thrasher will not attack the altar, only the zombies will, just like the spiders don't attack the altar. So the 4th one here is by the zip line here, and once it's finished here, we have all 4 of our skulls right there. So now we can go ahead and get the Skull of Non-Stopway, and we need to do this. We need to go ahead and place all 4 skulls down on the altars here, and then it's going to cause lightning to shoot out of the altar and zap the tree, removing that, and we can actually go down into the hidden chamber down here where we have the Skull of Non-Stopway. And this is some pretty cool stuff down here. We go and activate the skull. It's going to cause keepers to come out, and now they're going to head towards our skull here, and we need to go ahead and kill them close enough to the skull so that it is absorbing their souls. And once you kill enough keepers, and then they're going to disappear, and the skull is going to rise back up, and you are going to be able to go ahead and pick it up. And there you go, Skull of Non-Stopway specialist weapon. 2 of the prerequisites are down here. So now the next one we have to do is get the KT4, and what you need to do is go over to Lab A, and you need to go and power up that lab or turn on the main power switch to have full power running. And you need to go ahead and lower down the cage by pressing the green switch, and then you need to attract a spider into the cage where the purple zombie hand is, and it's going to get locked in there, and then you need to call the spider back up, and it's going to go ahead and extract the venom from the spider, and there we go. We get the first part to the KT4, the venom vial. So now what we need to do for the second part is you need to kill a random zombie that is going to be glowing. It'll be a random one. I think it might have to be a scientist zombie, but I'm not entirely sure, and you need to go ahead and kill him, and when you do, he's going to drop this part here. It's going to be the glowing stick, and I wasn't able to show him in the gameplay because we used the nuke and it killed him, but it is a glowing zombie. You can distinctly tell him apart from the other ones. So now the final part is going to be the plant, and we have to go to where the mule kick is and go to the underwater section, and you need to go swim all the way down to the bottom and go ahead and pick up the plant. You'll see it all the way at the bottom. There are 2 pockets of air that you can swim up towards, as you see me doing here, as well as spores that will regain your air. So just make sure you have, just an ability to be able to breathe underwater. You know what you're doing when you go under here, because you can die very easily without jug or a gas mask. So just be careful there. And then once we have all 3 of those parts, we can go over here and craft the KT4 and pick that up. So now that we have the KT4, we need to take the Skull of Non-Stopway and we need to actually go over to the purple pool here and actually shine the Skull of Non-Stopway onto this little map here, and it's going to cause a map to appear. This allows us to open hidden things around the map with the Skull of Non-Stopway. This is a very important step of the Easter egg. This is our first step of the Easter egg, and you must do this here. So now that we've done that, we need to get the rainbow bucket. So you need to go through the sewer system here, and when you get to the second blue light section, you're going to see a meteorite right there. That 115 meteorite, you have to hold square on it, and you will pick up the rainbow bucket. We're going to be upgrading the KT4 into the Masamune. Now that you've activated that map, you can actually shine your Skull Non-Stopway to open up this hidden area down where we got the plant. Now you need to go ahead and put a seed in this here and water it with the rainbow water, and you need to do this every single round. If you miss a round, the plant will die and you have to start over, get the rainbow water again, and once you do that, you're going to have a full-fledged plant, another one right here, and we can go and pick that up and move on to the second part for the Masamune. So now we need to go ahead and kill the spider queen here, and you're going to see right there that she has fangs on her, and you want to hold square towards her mouth, and you're going to go ahead and pick up one of the fangs there. That is the second piece to the Masamune upgrade. So now we need to go ahead and get the lightning to strike our shield. Like I said, you have to have completed all of the challenges to get lightning to strike your shield. That was a prerequisite, and when it does, the lightning comes down. I believe you have to have your shield out, but I can't confirm this, or so I'm not sure. But I recommend having your shield out here when lightning strikes, and it's going to electrify your shield. Come over here to lab B, I believe this is, and go ahead and smash the switch there. It'll allow you to get in here and then send yourself down into this bottom area here. If you are playing multiplayer, actually hang on, before I say that, you want to look at this skeleton here. He's going to have a little vial, and you pick it up. If you're playing multiplayer, you have to have another person lower and raise the cage for you there, so you can't do it yourself. You can only do it yourself in solo. So now we need to go ahead and place the weapon down there once you have all three parts, and get ourselves the Masamune. And there we go. That is all of the prerequisites to this Easter egg. Let's start on the actual steps, even though revealing the map was an actual step of the Easter egg. So now what we need to do, now that we've revealed the map, we need to go ahead and use the Skull of Non-Stopway to reveal this door and open this up here. This is going to allow us access to the generator, which we need to collect 3 cogs for. So what we need to do to get the 3 cogs is we need to get an electric shield for the first one. This is going to be for the very first one. You need electric shield. You need to come over here, zap or bash the switch here for the zipline, ride the zipline, and then drop down. You need to press the melee button to drop down, and you're going to fall off and be able to pick up that cog right now. Now you want to be careful where you fall, because if you fall off the map like I did here, you're going to die. And this is actually going to be a little bit different in multiplayer. What you have to do is have one player ride the zip line down here, and then have the player at the bottom with the electric shield, and they're going to go ahead and bash the switch, and that's going to cause the person to get knocked off. You can't knock yourself off in multiplayer. So now we need to go ahead and get the next part, and you have to get the anywhere but here gobblegum and use it at anywhere in the map, and it's going to cause you to go into the dragon room here, the dragon's nest, and there we go. We picked up the cog. You saw it on the floor. Now for the final piece, this is a little tricky. You need to go ahead and get seeds and blue water, as well as the Masamune, and what you're going to need to do is plant seeds around the map, fill them up with blue water, water them each round for 3 rounds in a row till they grow, and every time that you water them, shoot them with the Masamune. This is going to cause it to become a purple plant with yellow spores on it, and once it's fully grown after 3 rounds, after you've shot it every round with the Masamune and watered it with blue water every single round, you want to do this with multiple plants, because this is, I believe this is random chance. And then once you have this, you're going to open up the plant, and you're going to get the AA weapon here, and we need to go ahead and go over to the AA gun and place this in here. You need to hold square on it. I just had to do it multiple times, and you're going to hear a sound. I'll let you guys listen to that, to what it sounds like loading the weapon.
We must purge this island.
So that's the sound for loading the weapon. Now the weapon is loaded, and the next time that you hold square on it, you're going to be able to shoot the weapon. So you see the plane coming in the distance. We need to go ahead and hold square. Just keep tapping square and everything until the cannon eventually fires. Eventually it will. As you go see there, it fired. The plane bursts into pieces, and it's going to have a cog fly out. Now the cog lands here outside of the bunker. I believe this is the same spawn every time, but I can't be 100% sure. Some people have said it's random, but I've seen it here like 3 times in a row. So that's where it spawns right there. Now we have all 3 of the cogs, and we are ready to go ahead and go back to our generator, place the cogs down. There we go, all 3 of them. That's going to cause the elevator to go ahead and open up, and we can head down there and move on to the boss fight. Now, I was an idiot here, and I went ahead and headed down into the boss fight without getting the gas mask. You have to have the gas mask here if you are going to survive. So that's why I said it's a prerequisite to this Easter egg. You have to have the gas mask or you will not be able to survive down here. As soon as you come down here, you're going to see me start taking damage. That's because of the spores. It's going to hurt you right here. So you do have to have the Masamune to blast away these spores to remove these vines. I did that. That's why I'm showing you this, because I actually went down here. I had an imprint plant, so I was able to come back up. And now that we are ready, we have the gas mask, we're ready to go in here, and we can fight the big Takeo 1.0 Thrasher boss. To defeat him, what you have to do is shoot the spores here, which are going to cause his arms to go away, and you have to shoot them with the Masamune. Now, this is a very easy boss battle to do. What's going to happen is a very small amount of zombies, like 3 Thrashers and some spiders are going to spawn in, and you're just going to kind of chase you around. If you're playing solo, it's easiest to just train these guys around and just keep running them around the room. Just don't worry about trying to kill them or anything. If you run out of ammo, I believe killing Thrashers will actually be able to give you max ammo, so that's a way you can get max ammos if you run out. If you're playing multiplayer, it's easier to just kill them and kind of fend off with all of the weapons that you have, but solo, it's not even that hard at all. All I did was just run around this room, and every time the spores are going to appear on the Takeo Thrasher, you're going to see them grow as the time progresses, and then you can go ahead and shoot them, and once you get the 4th and final arm disintegrated, then you are going to go ahead and finish up, and you're going to see me. We go ahead and shoot the last one, and the cutscene is going to play, and you guys can listen in on that. So here we go.
Your eyes, I recognize them. Almost as though they were my own. Takeo Musaki. I did not believe I would find you in such a place. I was a warrior. I fought many great battles for the glory of our nation, for the honor of the dying samurai spirit. I was a hero. I share this memory. I have lived many of the same victories. I later learned that my victories were unwelcome. His betrayal was driven by petty jealousy. He knew I could endure anything, that I feared not even my own death. Punishment is one thing. This is cruelty. Who could be so evil as to desire another soul to endure such suffering? Who amongst us could be so dishonorable? Are you so blinded by your own loyalty? The orders came from the Emperor himself. My life, my path, is built upon a lie. This realm may have been corrupted and consumed by evil, but we possess the power to change things. A better tomorrow is only possible if we blow away the ashes of the past. None of us choose the means by which mercy will find us. But I am at peace. I understand what must be done. Will you be my kaishakunin? It is my honor.
Down, 1 to go. Guess it's you next, Nikolai.
Nein. There is something else we must do. There is a chain of events that must be set in motion. Call it our insurance policy, in case we don't like where we end up.
So there we go, guys. That was the cutscene, and that is the end. You got the achievement during the cutscene there. That is the Seeds of Doubt Easter egg for Zetsubou no Shima. That is the end right there. I want to give a big shout out to everybody in the community for working together to solve this one. We got this one done in 24 hours of the map coming out. Probably the fastest any Easter egg has been solved in Call of Duty Zombies without steps being leaked in the coding beforehand. So that's it. That's the end of the guide. If you have any questions toward this, which I hope you don't, I hope this explained everything for you. But if you do have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments down below, and I will get to answering them as soon as I possibly can so that you guys can do this Easter egg yourself without any trouble. Like I said, it's very simple to do. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Black Ops 3 Zombies content, because I got a lot more to cover on Zetsubou no Shima, as well as just whatever the future DLCs come out. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in the next one.